I was 24, just out of grad school with a degree in digital marketing and $40,000 in student debt hanging over my head like a storm cloud. My family? Old money. My grandfather had opened a diamond jewelry store back in the 60s, and my uncle ran it now. The business was a local landmark: shiny glass cases, velvet gloves, champagne service. You get the picture. To them, diamonds weren't just stones, they were tradition, legacy,
Wealth. Power. To me?
they were just overpriced carbon. I'd spent years studying trends, social shifts, and consumer behavior. It was clear to anyone paying attention, diamonds were on the decline. Millennials and Gen Z weren't buying like boomers. People weren't getting married as much. Cubic zirconia, lab-grown diamonds, all cheaper, ethical alternatives. The prestige was fading fast. But when I said this at a family dinner, the room went ice cold. "Oh, here comes the professor again," my uncle sneered, lifting his wine glass. "Too smart to understand value." My mom whispered, "Sweetheart, don't talk like that in front of your grandfather." My cousin, who'd just been made junior manager at the store, snorted. "Yeah, maybe when you've actually built something, you can tell us how the world works." I clenched my fists under the table. My heart pounded. Not because they disagreed, but because they laughed.
Mocked me.
Like I was some naive child. It only got worse. A few weeks later, my grandfather passed away. In his will, I was left a few small things: books, an old watch, but the big inheritance? A set of diamond jewelry pieces passed down through generations. Rings, necklaces, brooches, probably worth $70,000, easy. Everyone assumed I'd keep them. Instead, I sold them. All of them. I reinvested the money into a startup idea I'd been developing, an e-commerce platform for alternative stones, ethical lab diamonds, moissanite, vintage settings, even resin-based art jewelry. I called it stone-free. My uncle lost his mind. "You're disgracing your grandfather's memory," he yelled over the phone. "You think you're better than this family?"
No, I said.
"I just see the future. And it's not diamonds." At first, it was hard. So hard. I lived in a tiny studio, ran Facebook ads on credit cards, and did my own product photography with a second-hand DSLR. I hustled like hell. SEO, Reddit, Etsy, TikTok. Every night I collapsed in bed wondering if I'd made a huge mistake. But slowly, it started to work. An Instagram influencer wore one of our moissanite rings. Then a viral post on Reddit exploded, someone comparing our $200 ring to a $5,000 one from a chain jeweler. Sales tripled in a month, then quadrupled. Meanwhile, I watched the old jewelry store from afar. They were still trying to sell $10,000 engagement rings to broke millennials. Still talking about tradition, while the market shifted beneath their feet. Still thinking they were untouchable. They were not.